just wrap it all up into a tidy little package.
Little bundle.
Little bundle. And then you just pop it all in.
The whole thing.
The whole thing.
You go ahead.
최근 전 세계적으로 한식 열풍이 거세게 불고 있습니다. 김치는 이미 슈퍼푸드로 불리고 라면은 마트 진열대의 한자리를 당당히 차지했습니다. 그런데 정작 한식의 얼굴이라 불려온 이 음식은 어쩐지 조금 조용한데요. 한식의 세계화를 이야기할 때 빠지지 않고 등장하는 이름이 있었죠. 바로 불고기입니다. 달큰한 간장 양념에 재운 얇은 소고기를 불판에 굽는 이 음식은 오랫동안 한식을 대표하는 아이콘으로 소개되어 왔습니다. 외국인에게 한국 음식을 처음 추천할 때 많은 사람들이 가장 먼저 떠올리는 이름도 불고기였죠. 그런데 최근 김치찌개, 떡볶이, 삼겹살, 심지어 순대와 곱창까지 해외 콘텐츠에서 뜨겁게 소비되는 몇 년 사이 불고기는 상대적으로 조용한 반응을 보이고 있습니다. 왜 그럴까요? 그건 이제 불고기가 그들에게 유행하는 외국 음식이 아니라 일상적인 가정식으로 오르기 시작한 친숙한 요리가 되어버렸기 때문입니다. 거기에 더 나아가 각국의 식재료와 입맛에 맞춰 완전히 새로운 식문화로까지 진화하고 있는데요. 미국 보스턴의 요리 연구가부터 내슈빌의 바비큐 전문점, 그리고 가족의 저녁 식사를 준비하는 평범한 가정에서까지 모두 불고기의 매력에 빠졌습니다. 오늘은 불고기를 직접 요리하고 맛보는 외국인들의 반응을 함께 보도록 하겠습니다. 먼저 한미국 요리 채널에서 소개한 불고기 조리 영상부터 살펴보겠습니다.
Today we're making the Korean classic Bulgogi. I love this dish. It translates to fire meat. You know it's going to be good. It's so easily customizable and it's packed full of flavor. And Dan's here. He's going to show us how to make a great version at home.
So this is one of my favorite dishes, and the first time I had it was well over a decade ago. My friend Song made his grandmother's recipe for me, and I was just totally smitten. It's this gorgeous, thinly sliced beef, really well seasoned, and it's wrapped in a lettuce leaf. You pop the whole thing in your mouth, and it's just like, it's perfect.
Grandma cooking's the best cooking.
It's the best kind of cooking.
미국의 유명 요리 채널 아메리카스 테스트 키친에대는 불고기의 핵심이 고기를 싸먹는 쌈 문화에 있다고 강조합니다. 불고기의 매력은 가정에서도 쉽게 따라할 수 있다는 점입니다. 그는 미국 시청자들에게 된장과 고추장을 직접 섞어 쌈장을 만드는 법을 어떤 식으로 보여줄까요?
And one of the reasons that it's so flavorful is you make this sauce called samjang, and it is built on two really delicious fermented pastes. We're going to start with the whites and light green part of 4 scallions, and these are just minced thin. And then we have a 1/4 cup of doenjang. So this is fermented soybean paste, and it's packed with umami, savoriness, and some good salt. This forms the backbone of this sauce. The next one is gochujang. So they're both jangs, which is a fermented paste or sauce in Korean food. They're so savory and they add complexity to tons of dishes. So this is a tablespoon of gochujang. This adds sweetness and spice, again, a little bit more savoriness as well.
Right.
We're gonna loosen this up with just a tablespoon of water. We've also got 2 teaspoons of sugar, 2 teaspoons of toasted sesame oil, some really nice nuttiness there, and then finally 1 minced garlic clove. So much flavor. So just gonna stir this together. Beautiful. And then let's pop over here and we're gonna get to the beef. Now, if you have a good Korean market near you, they sell gorgeous thinly sliced steak. It's like machine sliced,
Right.
and absolutely go for that. It is made for it, it's wonderful. Okay, so now it is time for our marinade where we're gonna get a ton of the flavor into this beef. We're gonna start with a 1/4 cup of onion. We've got a 1/4 cup of sugar, 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, more and more flavor. I have 4 cloves of garlic, tablespoon of toasted sesame oil. So that shows up in the samjang and then also in the marinade. And then finally a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. So I'm gonna process this for about 30 seconds until it's nice and smooth. All right, that looks beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna go right into our beef here.
Oh.
So I'm just gonna stir this to combine and make sure all of it is covered in that nice marinade.
It is smelling like bulgogi. I mean, it really is that potent aroma.
Sweet and savory.
Absolutely.
That awesome onion in there. Beautiful. Okay, great. Let's clean up a little bit and then it'll be time to cook. We're gonna get all of our beef in at once. So we're gonna cook this without moving it, just on this first side here for about a minute, just to get a little bit of browning. All right, so it's been about a minute. Now I'm gonna stir. And our goal here is over the next 3 or 4 minutes is just to stir and get everything cooked through so we see no more pink beef, but you don't need to go any further than that. Okay, so I see no more rosy beef in there. That means we are done. The final part is those scallion greens.
Right.
So cut in about 1.5-inch pieces, just for 30 seconds. That way they retain a little bit of crunch. Obviously they're beautiful, but a little bit more texture in there as well.
Lovely.
정성스럽게 양념한 고기를 볶아낸 후 가장 하이라이트인 시식 시간이 다가왔습니다. 대는 상추 위에 고기와 쌈장, 마늘을 올려 완벽한 한 쌈을 만듭니다. 그리고 가장 중요한 쌈은 한 입에 먹어야 한다는 걸 알려줍니다.
Beautiful. Okay, so this is done. I'm going to get it out of here and onto my platter.
That looks brilliant. Oh my gosh.
It is time to eat. And this is one of the most fun and interactive things to eat as well. So the way that Song showed me how to do it, we can do it together,
Okay.
is start with a beautiful piece of red leaf lettuce and then a dab of our samjang. And you can control how much spice and intensity you want based on how much you add. And then just a little bit of beef. You don't need a lot. A little scallion. And then he really loved it with a little bit of sliced raw garlic. Just wrap it all up into a tidy little package,
Little bundle.
little bundle, and then you just pop it all in.
The whole thing.
The whole thing.
You go ahead. This is why I love bulgogi so much.
예전에는 외국에서 한식을 먹으려면 한국인이 운영하는 한식당을 가야만 했는데요. 그런데 이제는 한식을 전수받은 외국인이 운영하는 한식당들도 쉽게 찾을 수 있습니다. 미국의 유명 요리 진행자 가이 파이에리가 미국 내슈빌의 불고기를 먹을 수 있는 식당을 방문했습니다.
You have your fourth generation Japanese guy from Seattle that moves down to Los Angeles and then makes his way out to Nashville where he meets this really cool couple that have a Korean bistro and finally they sell it to him. That's the story we hear all the time, right? No, you got to check it out.
가이 파이에리를 놀라게 한 돼지 불고기에는 특별한 사연이 숨어 있었는데요.
The chef and owner took me under her wing and taught me how to cook. And then I was fortunate enough to buy it when they were like, we're done. Playing the spicy pork bulgogi.
So today I got the spicy pork bulgogi. You got the gochujang sauce, you got the pickled daikon and the carrots. You put it on the lettuce wrapping, and you got a nice little crunchy combo.
We're gonna make the marinade for the spicy pork bulgogi. So we're gonna start with sweet onions, pineapple, ginger, green onion, garlic. We're just gonna blend that up.
Okay.
Korean chili
Chili
powder.
powder, a real staple around here, I imagine.
The michu, which is rice cooking wine.
I want some for me
Soy.
too.
What's the soy? Now we got a little bit of marin.
So two different kinds of cooking wine.
Sugar,
There you go.
gochujang paste here. Sesame seeds,
That's too many. Put it back. Just kidding.
sesame seed oil.
Pork shoulder thinly sliced.
Yep. We're gonna wash it with our lemon lime soda. Drain it and then move it right to the marinade.
How long in this?
At least 24 hours. We're gonna saute our pork,
Got it.
a little bit of sweet onion, julienne carrots, and then I'll finish it in the pan with some green onions.
과연 깐깐한 입맛의 파이에리는 어떤 평가를 내렸을까요?
Put a little bit of that pork in there.
Build it up. I could drown in that. This has got a good Korean Nashville barbecue crossplay in there to it.
식당에서 맛보던 불고기는 이제 대를 이어 전수되는 가정식으로 발전했습니다. 요리 유튜브 채널 더 스테이 앳 홈 셰프의 진행자 레이첼에게 불고기는 남다른 의미를 가진 아버지의 소울푸드라고 합니다.
Today on the Stay at Home Chef, I'm showing you how to make Korean beef bulgogi. My dad actually lived in Korea several years before I was born, and this is one of the recipes that he brought back with him, so I happen to actually grow up eating beef bulgogi. It's really easy to make and starts out with thinly sliced beef. The marinade is super simple and quick to make. You could also use it on chicken. It starts with 1/3 cup soy sauce, a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of toasted sesame seeds, 1 tablespoon sesame oil, 1/2 teaspoon each of crushed red pepper flakes, ground ginger, 3 cloves of minced garlic, and last, 2 teaspoons of oyster sauce, which you can leave out if you want to, but I highly recommend it. It adds a lot of flavor. Then we'll just mix this together. Then we'll cover this with plastic wrap and let it marinate for 1 hour. Heat this skillet over a nice high heat or your grill and lay out your strips so that they can cook. Since these are so thin, they actually cook really fast and only need a few minutes per side. If you don't have the patience to cook and turn these all individually, you can totally just mix it all up. Once your meat no longer has any raw spots, you are ready to eat. I serve this up hot immediately over some steamed rice. It's easy to make and oh so delicious. It'll quickly become a family favorite. Oh my gosh. So good. I've loved this dish forever.
여기서 끝이 아닙니다. 불고기는 현지인들의 음식까지 바꿔놓고 있습니다.
Oh my god! Probably the messiest burger I've had yet. You guys, I'm in love. So I got the Bulgogi burger. The flavor in this is just on point. It's also got grilled onions. I've made a huge mess. I don't know what I'm gonna do about this. I honestly give this an 8 out of 10.
간장 양념에 달콤하고 짭조름한 우리의 대표 음식 불고기. 이제는 이 불고기가 누군가에게는 이국적인 햄버거로, 누군가에게는 대를 이어 물려주는 따뜻한 가정식으로 세계인의 입맛을 위로하고 있습니다. 우리가 즐기던 우리의 음식들이 이제는 세계인의 식탁 위에 너무나도 자연스럽게 올라가고 있습니다. 이런 건 우리가 자랑스럽게 생각해도 괜찮은 거죠?